I need to talk to somebody today. Not everybody. This message today is not for everybody. Okay. So some of y'all can just, y'all can pass this along to the girls that need it. But I am talking to someone very specific today. I'm talking to the woman who has done everything, who feels like she's done everything. She's done the therapy. She's read the book. She's listened to the podcast. She's journaled until her hand has been cramping. She's prayed until her knees was ashy and still finds herself in the same place she was a year ago, wondering, when is it finally going to be my turn? When am I going to find the love that I know I deserve? I'm talking to the woman who's just tired right now. Not bitter. We're past bitter, honey. Just tired. That kind of tired that doesn't go away with just a good night's sleep. The kind of tired that comes from carrying something so heavy for so long that you forgot what it feels like to put it down. I see you, and I need you to stay with me today, because what I'm about to say is going to require something from you. It's going to require you to be honest, and it's going to require you to believe something you've stopped believing a long time ago. This can still happen for you. Not next year, not when you're more polished, more healed, more ready. It can happen for you in this season with this current version of you right now. Let's go. Hi, I'm Dr. Tiff, your relationship transformation coach. I've spent the past 20 years working with high-achieving women just like you who are crushing it in every area of their lives, everywhere except their relationships. And look, I get it. Finding the one ain't easy, and relationships are hard. But you know what's even harder? Cycling through the bad ones, or worse, staying in relationships when you already know they're not a good fit. You want a relationship of ease, uncomplicated, someone to love you down, but instead you've been suffering through bad dates, sexual incompatibility, and someone who might be good for somebody, but not for you. And if we're really being honest, you know that deep down, the work that really needs to be done starts and ends with you. If you're done wasting time in dead-end relationships and sick of looking for, chasing after, or trying to convince somebody to be the one, and you're ready to become the one, then baby, you're in the right place. So prop your feet and let's clink glasses, because I'm giving you the tea and the tips to fix your relationships. Let's go. Hey, it's me, Dr. Tiff, and welcome back to Fix Your Relationships podcast. I want to start today with a question, and I want you to answer it as honestly as you can. This answer is not for me, okay? It's for you. So be as honest as you can. When was the last time you genuinely believed that something good was coming right around the corner for you in the name of love? You knew without a doubt that the next person you were going to meet was going to be the one, quote unquote. You knew good things were coming your way. It wasn't something that you were hoping for, but bracing yourself at the same time for disappointment. I mean, really believed and expected it. You made room for it. You acted like it might actually happen. For some of you, I know that you won't be able to remember when that was, okay? And I get why. You've been disappointed enough times that hope starts to feel unrealistic, and it can actually feel dangerous, like you're building yourself up only to be let down. You have wanted something badly enough and not gotten it often enough that your heart has decided it is safer for me to expect nothing. That way I don't get disappointed and I can't be blindsided. That way, you don't have to feel the specific grief that comes from believing something was going to be different, and it wasn't. And I need to say this to you as clearly as I can. You might be a glass half empty kind of girl, but this feeling that you're feeling is not pessimism. It is called self-protection. And it made sense at the time when you were going through it with whoever you were going through it with. It made sense that you would want to protect your heart, right? Because that person or those persons did not take care of your heart. So it made sense at the time. But please understand, the armor that protected you from disappointment may now be the same armor keeping the thing you want from getting in. You cannot be fully closed to hurt and fully open to love at the same time. Some of you are not waiting on love. Some of you are actually hiding from it. And you dress that hiding up in language that sounds a lot like wisdom. I'm focused on myself right now. How many of you have said that? Oh no, I can't do that. I'm protecting my peace. I don't have the energy for that anymore. I'm just going to let God do his thing, right? We say that. And honestly, sometimes that might be true. There are real seasons of rest, healing, regrouping, intentional solitude, being by myself, learning to love me that we absolutely need. I'm not dismissing that. But some of us, and you know who you are not in a season of rest. You're in a season of hiding, and you are using the language of healing to justify staying small. That wall you've built, sometimes it's not wisdom. Sometimes it's actually fear. And fear will not tell you the truth. Fear will tell you stay hidden, stay cautious, don't risk it, don't hope for too much. But what fear won't tell you is this: you cannot heal in hiding forever. You cannot call something in while your fist is closed. You can't receive what you refuse to make room for. So let's talk about what it actually means to call in the love that you deserve, because I think we get it confused sometimes. Calling in the love you deserve and need and want and desire, calling in that love is not on a vision board. It's not a cute affirmation that you stick with a sticky note on your mirror. It's not saying, you know what, I'm just going to manifest it while your whole spirit is still braced for disappointment. Calling something in requires 3 things, and I'm going to break those 3 things down for you now, and I want you to go ahead and write it down. See, we get into the pen and paper of the matter early today. We are getting to the writing early. Get your pen and paper now, because I'm going to go over the 3 things that are required for you to call in the love that you know you deserve. Number 1 is honesty. What do you actually want? Are you clear on it? Not what sounds right, not what's socially acceptable at your age and stage of life, not what your mama wants for you, not what sounds reasonable. What do you want? Because some of us have worked so hard on becoming the right person that we've never given ourselves permission to be honest about what we actually desire and what we know we deserve. And babes, you are allowed to want a great love. You are allowed to want deep intimacy. Okay, good sex. You're allowed to want that. You're allowed to want consistency and romance and partnership and a relationship that does not cost you yourself. But you have to be honest enough to name it first. So the first thing that you gotta have in order to call in the love you know you deserve is honesty. The second thing that calling in love requires is accountability. And here's a question nobody likes to answer, but y'all know me. I'm gonna ask it anyway. Are you living, sis, in alignment with what you say you want? Are you living in alignment with what you say you want? Because I can't tell you how many times I have sat with women that say they want a good romance, a healthy love. They don't want the fighting, the bickering. They want honesty in their relationship. They want all the things that sound so good on paper, while simultaneously texting the same emotionally unavailable person, entertaining the same confusion, saying yes to dynamics that pull them away from their peace. If what you are doing and what you say you want are pointed in opposite directions, that is not bad luck. That is misalignment. Accountability is simply a willingness to say what I say I want and what I'm available for are not matching, and then choosing differently, because you cannot call in what you keep canceling out. Now, number 3, and this is the hard one, you have to actually believe that you are the kind of woman good love comes to, lands on, and sticks to. Not we almost had it. We almost fell in love. We were so close. Not maybe someday kind of love, like it's far off. You got to actually believe that you're not the woman who keeps getting close and then watches it fall apart. You have to believe, I am the woman that love lands on, sticks to, stays with. And I know that might hit a nerve just hearing that, because some of you have believed the opposite for so long that believing something different feels arrogant, that it feels dangerous. But what does Psalm 37:4 say? It says, delight yourself in the Lord and he will give you the desires of your heart. Not the watered down version, not the consolation prize, the desires of your heart. God is not confused about what you want. He put it there. He put that dream and that desire in your heart. He is not in the business of planting desires in you just to mock you. But you have to stop talking yourself out of the very thing that he gave you the capacity to desire. Hey babes, I want to ask you something real quick. You're talented, right? You're driven, you show up and you deliver every single time. But is anybody showing up like that for you, sis? Or Are you always the one giving more, carrying more, fixing more? Maybe you're in a relationship right now where something feels, off, like roommates, like the connection you've been longing for is just right there, but you don't know how to go about getting it. Or maybe you just quietly sworn the whole thing off because, honey, you're tired. Sis, I see you, and I made something just for you. This May, I'm hosting More Love, Less Hustle. It's my free live working lunch series where we're going to get to the bottom of why you keep working so hard for love, what it's costing you, and how to build your own personal stop-start strategy so you can stop settling for crumbs and start showing up as the one. It's only an hour, sis. It's free, and we've got multiple dates throughout the month of May. And listen, this room won't be the same without you in it. The conversation we're about to have, it's been waiting on you, sis. So come get your seat at becometheone.myflowdesk.com/more love, less hustle. That's the direct link, but it's also in the show notes. I'll see you there, babes. Now let's get back to the show. All right. We have only 2 more dates left for More Love, Less Hustle, and I want to see your faces in the places, honey. This coming Friday, May 22nd, and next Friday, May 29th, are the last 2 days for More Love, Less Hustle. If you have been teetering on the fence, if you don't know if you want to sign up or not, go ahead and sign up. I'm going to talk a little bit more about it at the end of the episode, but it would behoove you to go ahead and sign up. becometheone.myflowdesk.com/more love, less hustle is the URL. You can also find it in the show notes. All right, babes, it is time to get your journals out. Let's do this. Pen and paper. Well, actually, you already should have your journals out because we just got finished going over those 3 things. So on your sheet of paper today, all right, let's get to our 3 questions. You ain't think I was going to have you take them notes and then not give you your questions. We got to go on with these questions. All right. Question number 1, what is the story you've been telling yourself about why the love you want hasn't come yet? And is that story actually true? What is the story you've been telling yourself about why the love you want hasn't come yet? And is that story actually true? Write the whole thing, write what you've been saying to yourself. You know what? I'm a lot to deal with. I am a bit much. It never is going to work out for me because I just can't find the right one. I'm too shy. I'm easily run over. People take advantage of me. It never works out for me. I'm always the one who gets left. Maybe it's just not in the cards for me. Maybe I'm meant to be alone for the rest of my life. Get it out of your head, whatever it is, okay, on to the paper. And then ask yourself, is this the truth? Is this the truth? And not only is this the truth, or is this the pain that got promoted to a belief? Because we do that. Because something is so painful and because we've ruminated on it for so long, we start to believe that pain. And sometimes, babes, it is not true. It is not true. All right? So what is the story you've been telling yourself about why love hasn't come yet? And is that story actually true? And then ask yourself, are these statements, things that I've been telling myself, are they indeed true? Or is this the pain talking? Is this what I've started to believe because this hurt me so bad? Okay, that's question number 1. Question number 2, where in your life right now are you using the language of healing to justify staying closed off? Where in your life right now are you using the language of healing to justify staying closed? This is not just about judgment. Every week I tell you this is between you and you, so be as honest as you possibly can. Where are you saying, you know what, I'm protecting my peace. I'm just going to focus on me right now. I'm not ready for a relationship. When what's really happening is fear. What's really happening is you hiding. What's really happening is you protecting yourself. What would it look like to be healing and open at the same time instead of healing and hiding? What would it look like to be going through this process of learning about this pain and putting it in its own container and still being open to having the love that you know you deserve, instead of knowing that you're hurting, knowing that you're in pain, knowing that you're doing the work to heal and saying, you know what, I can't, I shan't, I won't. What would it look like? All right. Question number 3. If you genuinely believe this was your season, and honey, I believe that it is. If you genuinely believe that this was your season, what is the one thing you would do differently this week? Not a whole list, just one thing. What have you been postponing because you've been waiting to feel more ready, more healed, more polished, more sure of yourself, sure of the situation, sure of the person that you desire, right? What have you been postponing? What can you do differently this week? Circle the one thing, okay? That might be that might be your next act of faith. That's certainly your small, every week we do one small step, one small thing that you can implement this week, and that's what it's going to be for this week, okay? I'm not going to give you anything more. If you genuinely believe this is your season, what is the one thing that you're going to do differently this week, okay? Just one thing. Circle that one thing. It's a small step, but it's a big one, okay? And I want to say this to you with all sincerity. You are not behind. There's so many of you out here feeling like, I'm a certain age. I should have been married by now. I should have had kids by now. I don't understand why I can't find love. I see all of my friends getting married or remarried or finding love, falling in love. I'm so behind. I know it can feel like that. I know you've watched people who seem less ready than you, less healed than you, less grounded, less successful, walk right into the thing that you've been praying for. And I know that can make you question whether the work even matters, whether God forgot about you, whether something is wrong with you that you don't know about. But none of that is true. You are not behind. You are being built in this season. And there is a difference between a woman who stumbles into love before she's ready and a woman who walks into it knowing exactly who she is and what she will and will not accept. The first one may get there faster, but the second woman is always right on time and she gets to stay. You are being prepared for something that can hold the weight of who you are becoming. But hear me, being built is not the same as staying closed. You can be in process and still be present. You can be healing and still have your hand wide open. You can be in the midst of becoming the one and still believe that what you want is making its way towards you. So stop waiting on permission. Stop waiting on some magical all clear that says you are finally ready enough to receive the love that you know you deserve. If you wait for perfect, babes, you will wait forever. Decide today that this is your season, not because everything is lined up, not because you've got it all figured out, but because you are a woman who has survived everything that was supposed to take her out. And yet you are still standing. You're still growing. You're still believing. You're still healing. You're still learning. You're still willing. And that woman does not settle, does not hide, does not disqualify herself from the love that she's been called to. It's not too late for you. You are not too much. You are not disqualified. You are right on time for a love that matches exactly the woman that God is building in you. Now act like it. And babes, the 3 things we talked about today, okay? Honesty, accountability, belief. That is not a checklist. That is practice. And it's so hard to do that type of work alone in the quiet without anybody holding your hand while you walk through it and supporting you all the way. That's exactly why I built my program, the One Within 30-Day Reset. That's exactly why I've been inviting you guys to more love, less hustle, because I want you to love more, get more love without all of this hustle, without all these hoops that you've been jumping through, without all the over functioning. You don't need it. More Love, Less Hustle is my free live working lunch series. And babes, we have only 2 more sessions left this May 22nd and May 29th. That is it. Once those dates are gone, they're gone. In that room, we do the work together. We get honest about what we actually want versus what we've been receiving. We look at where we've been living out of alignment, and we do the real work of moving from closed to open, from hiding to ready, from someday to this season right here and right now. This is me walking you through this live. And when you register, you get instant access to my downloadable workbook that goes right along with this training so you can come ready to do the work, not just watch it happen. We've got 2 days left, May 22nd and 29th, both at noon. You got a free workbook waiting on you just for registering. And you got me live in your corner. There is no reason for you not to be in that room. Grab your spot at becometheone.myflodesk.com/more love, less hustle. The link for that is in the show notes as well. Now, let me leave you with this. Every woman who has ever walked into a relationship that was actually good for her had a moment, A specific, quiet, private moment where she decided to stop waiting on permission and start believing she was worth showing up for. Not when she was fully healed, and not when she had it all figured out and everything was together, not when the fear was completely gone. And I'm telling you this from experience, okay? I didn't walk into the relationship that I have now having it all together. Quite frankly, I still don't have it all together, okay? I continue to be a work in progress. All I had to do, though, was make a decision that this was my season. And that's all I'm asking you to do. Just a decision that this is your season, that you are the woman that love lands on and sticks to. I need you to make that decision today, not tomorrow, not after the next episode you listen to, not once you finish that book, not after the next therapy session, not after you get through this season. I need you to do it today, because the love you've been praying for is not waiting on a more polished version of you. It is waiting on a more available one. Open your hands, babe, because God has something that He wants to give you, and He can't do it with a closed fist. I love you so much, and I hope that this episode has helped you, inspired you, and blessed you in the most divine way. I love you, and I'll see you next week. Ciao. Hey, babe, I hope you enjoyed today's episode. My goal with this podcast is to bless you with information that helps you fix those relationships that are most important to you, but not before you do the self-work needed to make sure that those relationships thrive. If this episode was exactly what you needed, then guess what? Somebody else probably needs it too. So do me and them a favor. Please share this episode with your good girlfriend and let her know about the podcast. And while you're at it, hop on over to Apple Podcasts and leave a review. This really helps to grow the podcast and puts it right in front of other women who are desperate to work on their relationships and themselves. And if you haven't done so already, I want to invite you to join our community of like-minded women all on a journey to become the one. You can sign up for free at becometheone.myflowdesk.com/email. I know that's a lot, so just go on over to the show notes and click that link there. Thanks again for listening to Fix Your Relationships with Dr. Tiff. I'll see you right back here next week.